What's good, y'all? It's J Coffee on the vid. Tapping back in with another one, guys. Got a lot of news to jump into, so we're not even going to delay one bit. Damn, ain't that view scary as fuck? Like, just seeing that gets me a little nervous, man. Jump in the comments if you're not too fond of heights yourself. But peep it, y'all, we have a developing situation going on. I have quite a few videos up on the Coffee Got the Keys platform if y'all really want to tap into this. But what's going on, I cover it in detail over there. 40GLOCC done hopped out of the bushes, hopped out of the courtroom, went and did a jail bid, all that, and he's back on the scene. He's been home for a while, but he's back on WACK100 in the game's head. Hard body. As y'all see a couple little screenshots here where he's going in on WACK, talking about posting a clip from Menace to Society or Don't Be a Menace, edited WACK in there, meme wars type ish, talking about this is a reenactment of the way WACK got lumped up at the Once Upon a Time in LA show and is attempting to cover it up. But regardless where you feel about that or how you feel about 40GLOCC or whatever the case may be, go peep those other videos out that I did, because there's a lot going on here. 40GLOCC is exposing a lot of stuff from behind the scenes with WACK100 in the game, like things that don't even pertain to this situation, like a lot of the backdoor politics, cover-ups, all kinds of ish going on. So go check those videos out on that channel. There's like 3 of them. I want to say 3 out of the last 4 or 5 videos pertain to that, so go check them out. But you see WACK is telling, 40 is telling WACK he wants all the smoke, bring it, WACK, leak whatever you got, because once again, to really get the whole story that I'm covering regarding this situation, you got to go check those other videos out. It's a lot to say. I'm not going to get all back into it, but based on some of the things 40GLOCC was putting out there, WACK100 was feeling the pressure and not too happy with what 40 was saying, and he started talking about that he was going to leak the deposition from the game, the lawsuit when Game and them jumped 40GLOCC, edited the tape up, had him looking real sorry in the Hollywood Hills. 40GLOCC said some very bizarre things in that deposition where, one would find rather embarrassing, but 40GLOCC is saying, hey, I don't care. He's admitting that he said what he said, and he's daring WACK to put out the whole deposition. He said there's a whole lot in there that WACK don't really want to get out, so he's daring WACK. A lot of times WACK plays these backdoor politician games, you know what I'm saying? Like how something happens with a senator or a governor or whoever, and a certain situation comes up and they want them to vote this way, or they want them to do this favor for this person or whatever, and if they don't, something magically comes out of the file, like they had been waiting to kind of push the political individual in the way they wanted to. That's what WACK does a lot of the times, even with his own art, his game and all that. But 40GLOCC is saying, fuck it, put it all out, I don't give a damn. So once again, to get really updated on it all, I know this is like the 5th time I said it, Coffee Got the Keys channel, I'll pin a link below. But 40GLOCC is inviting all the smoke. So next up, y'all, how about this? Did you guys see this? Rick Ross on the, what is it called, the 85 South comedy show, a podcast, interview type platform on YouTube with DC Young Fly and Chico Bean, from Wildin' Out, Nick Cannon, his homies. We're interviewing Rose, and I guess they got 37 minutes out of the interview, so it ain't like he just straight ished on him like that and dipped right out of there and finessed him and played him or nothing like that. They had been interviewing for a while, and I guess Rose said, yo, let me excuse myself to go use the restroom, I'll be back, and he just dipped out of there. And comment if you've ever heard of an Irish goodbye. That's the way I seen one journalist refer to this. He said Rick Ross pulled off one of the most epic Irish goodbyes ever. Like, is that, I really was not aware of that term, an Irish goodbye. Like, what is it, like we're having some beers, I gotta go take a piss, and you're gone? That's an Irish goodbye? I had no clue. Comment if you knew of an Irish goodbye. But have you ever heard of a Canadian tuxedo?
Where'd you get the Canadian tuxedo? Where'd you get the Canadian tuxedo? Where'd you get the Canadian tuxedo?
The Canadian tuxedo, for real. Comment if you know what the Canadian tuxedo is about. And once again, that's not a diss to Canada. I always share with y'all, I got so much love, so much respect for Canada, the culture, the country, the way they move, everything. Like, big shout out to Canada. But you know, it's still a funny joke, a Canadian tuxedo, Irish goodbyes. Jump in the comments if y'all know what that's all about. But yeah, Rose just skated up out of there on him. And you know, Chico Bean and DC Young Fly were like going back and forth, like, damn, did we offend the homie, or like what happened? I guess someone from Rose's team reached out and was like, oh, he had to get on a flight. Like, couldn't he have still let him know or something? I don't know. That sounds suspect to me. Do you guys believe that? And then how about Fredro Starr? Okay, this was real interesting to me. I don't know if y'all just seen the recent interview he did over there on Vlad TV. He was talking about how he wants to really get back in the lab and start producing and making music and all that. But he shared that he's still getting a check from Last Days, you know, a hit Onyx track from 1995. And he shared how he's getting, you know, royalty checks off it. And that 8 Mile kind of gave the track a second life, which is dope. You know what I mean? A lot of times when music is licensed for newer movies, it may be an older song, or nowadays with social media, TikTok, wherever the song may be used, someone will say, yo, what is that song? What is that song? You know what I mean? And then the streaming goes back up and they're collecting a check off it. That's what Fredro Starr said happened with Last Days when it was in 8 Mile. But peep it, I guess he said he had no clue that it was in, you know, that it was featured in the movie until he went to the premiere. And I guess he says he rolls up to the premiere, no invite, just hollered at Dre. Dre gave him some front row tickets. He's enjoying the film, just doing him. And then next thing you know, the scene comes on when Eminem is battling with Lotto. And then you hear Last Days, you know, that doom, 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 doom. I don't know if I'm doing the beat right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It just drops. And he's like, oh, shit. Like, this is in the movie. He had no idea. But I guess, you know, that is, you know, dope. Imagine that, you know, if you went to a premiere of a big movie that's a highly anticipated film, and then one of your tracks is in there, you know, some type of art that you made is featured in there. It's got to be a wild feeling, you know, to just be surprised like that. But yo, what's your favorite battle scene in 8 Mile? You know, and what's your favorite battle scene? And for real, the 8 Mile soundtrack, I've mentioned this numerous times, is fire. The Nas track, the M.O.B. 50 Cent Jump Off, the Rakim track is hard. 50 and Freeway, or I'm sorry, Jay-Z and Freeway. Just so many bangers on there. I could go on and on and on. Young Z of The Outsiders on there. Like, so much fire on there. But the music, obviously, you know, that movie was based in an older time when Eminem was coming up. But, you know, the songs that they used in there, Mobb Deep, Shook Ones, Onyx, Last Days, the Biggie music, all that, it just was very nostalgic. It took me back. Like, I just loved the vibes of it all. You know what I mean? Comment if y'all felt the same way. But that's all we got on this video. Make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned. A lot more content coming. Like I said, go slide over there to the Coffee Got the Keys channel to see all this ish going down between 40GLOCC and WACK100. 40 is like, he ain't letting up. You know, he's been trying to expose WACK for a long time, and he just, I don't know, it's like he's on a mission. You know what I mean? So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for updates. Sub to the channel. Hit the buttons. Hit the comments. Let's talk. I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.